Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Point Click Podcast. Our salesman.
We pretend people care about our opinions. We pretend people care about our opinions.
They're just a couple of good guys, virtue signaling their life away.
It smells like wet dog. We pretend people care about our opinions. We pretend people care about our opinions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Point Click Podcast. They're just a couple of good guys, virtue signaling their life away. So stay woke, stay fresh. There we go. I unmuted my mic now. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Point and Click Podcast. My name is John the Wise, and I have with me Vesi. Say what's up.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And very special guest, Zilla.
Hello. Why am I special and Bessie's not?
Because usually we don't have a... Well, obviously, I mean, look at him. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No.
He's got that fuckboy haircut, that's why. No, I'm just jealous of his hair, that's all it is. Do you use gel?
Yeah, but I didn't do anything today. I didn't even shower, so I'm really smelly.
Shut up, dude. You just woke up like that?
Yeah.
Get out of here, dude. Yeah, me too, dude. Me too. I'm the same. But you're special, Zilla, because you don't have a camera, so we have to imagine what you look like with just that picture.
Oh, yeah, that's a very good point.
Speaking of that, what are you wearing right now, Zil?
Yeah.
I'm wearing an Into the AM hoodie and shorts with an Into the AM blanket. Wowee!
Into the AM, sponsored by the show. No, yeah, right. I wish.
Yeah.
So, guys, here we are talking about video games, life, and everything in between. Sometimes we get dick jokes, and now that we have Vesi, the reformed one, I want to talk to you about your sobriety. How's it been with you, Vesi? How's it going?
It's good. It's a safe place now.
Okay. You feel safe?
No, I can't say anything about that.
Zilla, what are you up to? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Just focusing on school stuff.
School
for
stuff.
the most part. Yeah.
I saw that you've been popping off with your art lately, and there's one
I've
thing.
been trying to.
Yeah, there's one thing that like every artist knows, that like when you hit that like funk where you just don't want to do it for a while, it's hard to get out of that funk, because my wife is kind of like that right now with her makeup.
Oh, yeah.
So she's been trying to get back into it, but it's like the will to want to like get back into it, it gets harder and harder as time goes by.
It really does. When I like kind of put it on the back burner and wasn't really doing anything for like the last month and a half, I was like, I want to do it, but I don't know where to start and like what to do. And I was just like, I'm going to go with something easy. I like Pokemon a lot, and Inktober is like the perfect excuse for it. I'm super far behind, but at least I'm still doing stuff, right?
Hell yeah. And Pokemon is awesome. Do you like Pokemon, Vessi?
I played that phone game for a little bit, but I don't know too much about Pokemon other than that.
You never played like Red and Blue and shit when it was like you didn't have Pokemon cards and stuff?
No, unfortunately. That would have been a good way to, no.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Come on, Vessi, it's the perfect lure. I know that you're reformed, but come on, it's right there.
Hey kids, you want some Pokemon cards?
I got a Charizard with your name on it.
I got the Pikachu and the Raichus.
5 steps. 5 steps.
But did you grow up playing Pokemon cards, Zilla?
I did. I had a huge collection when I was younger, and I actually was inspired to read by playing Pokemon because I saw the captions and I was like, well, I can't fucking read. I'm 4. So I was like, Mom, help. And she was like, okay. She bought flashcards. I looked at them once and I was like, all right, I know how to read English now.
Yeah, I remember my like one thing I can take away from Pokemon cards was it. First of all, it was huge where I was growing up. Everyone had them, even if you didn't know shit about Pokemon, you had to have them. It was like baseball cards, so it like transcended everything. So the jocks had them, the nerds had them, everybody had them. And my neighbor, I remember I went to the mall, I bought a fucking booster pack, I opened it, and inside was a shiny Charizard, dude.
God,
Holographic.
that's so awesome.
Holographic Charizard, dude. This was like the gold. This was like the holy grail of fucking Pokemon cards, Vesi. All right.
Wow.
This was like the one where they're like, you'll never find it in a pack. You know, it's like fucking Park Place for the Monopoly game. You know.
Do you still have it?
Okay, so this is a story, motherfucker. My fucking neighbor found out that I had it, and it was 3 brothers. And they did some kind of let me see, hey, check this out. One brother was like the distraction, the other brother was like this, and then next thing I know, the card is gone.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
And they're like, I don't know where it is. They're like acting like they don't know where it is, and they obviously stole my card. And I'm like, dude, give me back the fucking card. I know you took it, and this and that. They just fucking held their ground, and I never got it back. And
Wow.
no matter what, I even ran to my dad and I was like, Dad, they took my card. And then he went and talked to them and got into a fight with them. They're like, my sons didn't steal anything, even though they did. So they lied to their own parents too. And it was, yeah, it was really, it was like the worst. That's the only experience I remember from fucking Pokemon cards, dude. So,
That's so
Good job, Zilla.
sad.
Good job, Zilla.
yeah,
Now
thanks,
you can go
Zilla.
cry.
Thanks,
I'm
Zilla.
sorry.
But
man.
the funny thing about Pokemon cards is I never actually played the game. I just collected them.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really play the actual trading card game, but I had a fuckload of them. And I actually like dug up my collection. And I still have cards from like the first batch that they like started marketing. Like I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know that I actually had these. Like all from 98, 2003, 2002, like so many old ones.
Dude, those are probably worth a lot now.
Yeah, and they're in pretty good condition too for the most part. But I had a Charizard card where I was like, oh my god, this is the best thing that'll ever happen to me in my entire life.
It
And I
was.
like didn't understand the monetary value of it at the time. So it was like super bent up and gross looking. Because you know,
Dude,
like
come
you
on,
get
man.
you get your hands on it as like a 5-year-old and you don't know what the fuck's going on.
Oh yeah.
It's got like A's. Vessi, stop it. It's got like Cheeto. Get your hot Cheetos fingers off the fucking Pokemon cards, dude.
Exactly.
Dude. So yeah, I mean Pokemon cards they blew up and then it became Yu-Gi-Oh and then it became I feel like Magic the Gathering was still going on around the time, but we were too young for it, I think.
Yeah.
My
I don't know when that started becoming big.
the Pokemon cards or Magic?
Magic.
It was before our time because I remember an older cousin gave me his collection because he didn't
Oh,
want it
shit.
anymore. And then my mom threw it away because she's like, there's ugly faces on it.
Oh,
I was
thanks.
like, God damn it. She threw them all away, dude. They're worth like, it was probably like thousands of dollars by now. Because I've seen them
Yeah.
inside like comic book shops and I've seen the cards that I had. And I was like, all right,
Oh my
I need to
God,
get the
that's so
fuck out.
painful.
Dude, I was like, I need to get the fuck out of here, dude.
I
So,
don't blame you.
oh man, have you guys been to a comic book shop recently?
No, I don't even know if they anymore
Not
exist
really.
around here.
Dude,
Yeah, there's no comic book store in my city either.
I've seen them and I'm like, how the fuck do they stay in business? You know what I mean? Like, I feel
Yeah.
like if I want to buy a comic book, I'll go on Amazon or something or like a digital version. So it's like they sell other things too, like Magic the Gathering and stuff. So I think that's the only way that they make money is like those like collectible card games and shit.
Yeah, there's like a place that sells games and it was like someone from the reservation here, because my town is like half split into a native reservation, and they just like got a shop and they started selling stuff, but it's super poorly set up. They just have like Magic the Gathering cards and it's like this empty shell of a store, but the dude just has it, so he has somewhere to hang out. But like he sells all of these cards and he's got a bunch of different figures and board games and stuff. And I don't know that many people ever go to his shop because it's so empty and sad looking.
Yeah.
But he just like chills there. And I know that my friends have gone there to buy cards anyway. And I definitely think you're right that it's like their main way of making money. Cause I have other friends that do like Yu Gi Oh! National tournaments and stuff still. And they will go and buy like tens of packs. And it's crazy to me just to try to find one card. And they'll be like, oh no, nothing
Hold
every
on.
time.
Time out. You have friends that do national Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments?
Yeah, I do.
We're not going to just gloss over that, okay? We're going back and we're going to go dive deep into this. Where did you meet them? Why are they still your friends? And how old are they?
They're a group of people that I met. The main dude that I'm friends with was like a friend of a friend, and I played League with him like 4 or 5 years ago, and like we started talking like outside of League, and his whole like real life friend group in Chicago all play Yu-Gi-Oh still, and like they travel around the country for those tournaments.
Damn, dude.
And like I met them in real life because they came here to Minnesota for it.
Oh my
Years
god.
ago.
Dude, those are
Yeah,
die
it
hard.
was yeah, right? And my friend actually won like a national tournament a couple months ago, and he had like pictures of him with his like playmat that he got for winning, and he was like super excited about it. And I was like, "You're the biggest fucking nerd that I know, man."
I mean, that's
Wait.
pretty big.
it
all
is.
you win is a
It's
playmat?
cool. Yeah. And
That's it?
maybe money, I don't know though. He
Maybe,
doesn't
yeah.
talk
Maybe
much
some,
about it.
maybe money too, but the playmat, dude.
The playmat's what's important, Vesi. Come on.
Look, we'll talk about the money later. The playmat, bro.
Okay.
I thought that there was big money in it. That's why they were moving. They're just
Yeah,
just
me
like,
too.
I mean, honestly, there probably is, and I would think that since they've like been up there and like he's won a couple times, that's why they do it. But I don't know if they just do it for fun and just to get out of the house or what.
yeah. Well, I mean, if you're, it's not just for fun. If you're getting into a car and driving all around the country, it's like
Yeah, true.
it's like ball is life, you know. For them,
Yeah.
cards are life. Yu-Gi-Oh is life, dude.
Yu-Gi-Oh's life.
They're chasing that blue eyes white dragon, dude.
That's actually like the only card that I know. Blue Eyes White Dragon and Red Eyes Black Dragon, I think is the counter.
Oh shit.
The opposite part of it.
I
That's
think
it.
it's interesting that they focus on the eyes of the dragon and then the entire color of the dragon. That's like the blue eyes white dragon, and then what did you say? Red eyes black dragon.
Red Eyes Black Dragon, yeah.
Dude.
Is there a pink eye dragon?
Yeah.
That's gonna be your specialty, huh, Bessie?
Pink eyes black dragon.
It's foaming at the mouth.
Pink eyes black dragon. Very contagious. Dude, have you guys ever gotten pink eye?
Yes.
Luckily, no.
What? You don't hang around enough fecal matter, I guess.
That's where I spend all my time.
Yeah. I had pink eye recently and I didn't know how I got it, but we've narrowed it down to I think my dog gave it to me.
Wow.
I think he sat on because he sits on my face all the time, so I think I got some dog shit in my eye.
Lucky you.
Well, I mean, you know, me and him are close. So Vesi, what's going on with your stream, dude? Are you living the stream dream? Because you got the chair, you got the cool like background, and you got that nice mic. Tell me.
It's been okay. I been having a lot of work lately, so I've been cutting back a little bit. I've been doing like 4 days a week, only like 3 hours a day. But I don't know how you guys do it when you're gonna have a kid. You have a kid now and a job and everything. How you manage all the time? I don't even have all that stuff going on. I have trouble managing my time.
It's easy. I don't do it. I haven't streamed.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been my fucking stream's been on hiatus. I've went 2 years straight of streaming every day. Every day I would stream for 2 years, pretty much every day. And then all of a sudden, fucking little Donatello comes in, radical style, and it's just tough because I can't. If like you need to take care of your kid, you can't be doing anything else. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if he needs a diaper change or bottle or whatever, like if it's one after the other till he goes to sleep, then you have like some time to do whatever the fuck you want. But until he's got like right now he only sleeps like 4 or 5 hours at a time max.
Oh
So
no.
yeah, once he gets a little older, he'll like do 12 hours. So I'll have like half the day to do whatever the fuck I want, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just a little bit. That's all. I do love doing the podcast though. So I will like wife will help me out. That's the other thing. She fucking helps me out so much. Like right now she's taking care of him so I can do the podcast. So
That's
Yeah.
good.
Teamwork.
teamwork.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. You know. So Zilla, you wanted to announce your pregnancy?
I'm not
Really?
pregnant, but
we're waiting.
maybe-
We're waiting. Okay,
Oh,
my bad. My
okay.
bad. Sorry,
Yeah,
I didn't mean
sorry.
to. I didn't mean to. Whoops.
check back in like a year or two.
A year or two? Do you
Will
think you
you
want to
give
have a
birth?
kid? Yeah, you want to have a kid in a year or two?
Not necessarily, but
Not on the
I
reservation?
mean, if it happens, it happens, I guess.
By the way, you said you live by a reservation. I remember when I was in high school. No, Vessi, it's not a joke.
No, what?
I had a serious question.
I think of Kata whenever we say reservation.
But
Oh.
I remember when I was in high school, my English teacher made us watch this like really sad movie about Native American reservations and how like alcoholism is like 80% over there.
Oh, really?
It's like so ridiculous. Like they're major alcoholics on reservations and like the poverty's insane.
That makes a ton of sense for all of the things that happen. Like, I don't want to play the blame game, but there is a massive amount of people that do, excuse me, heroin in my city. So that's really fun. And there's definitely a lot of drinking and stuff that happens. And even though like the res that's here is like super well off because they live in like multi-million-dollar houses, like they're huge,
Damn.
super nice like mansions. Yeah.
They must own a casino or some
Definitely
shit.
yes, there's a casino here
Yeah.
and it's really nice. So they
Sick.
keep upgrading it too. And since the Super Bowl was held here in Minnesota, they did a lot of remodeling because they were like, oh, tons of people are going to come here for the Super Bowl. Might as well make it look really pretty. And they've done a ton of remodeling because of that. And they remodeled one of their restaurants over the last couple months too. So they're pretty well off, I would think.
That's cool. So, yeah, that's the one thing that I've learned. It's either you live in a reservation that's like poor poverty, like hardcore, or like
Yeah.
they own a fucking casino and they're sharing the wealth
Right.
and everybody's doing well, you know? But damn, heroin, that's a drug of choice in Minnesota.
Yeah, that and probably coke and meth. I have a friend that dabbles in that area and deals a bunch of fun, cool stuff.
That is
So-
fun.
Yeah.
The good old days of dabbling in drugs. Do you do drugs,
Oh,
Vessi?
yeah.
No, just I'm reformed.
Okay, you're reformed. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're reformed.
No, I never have though. Oh.
Yeah, no Czar today, Dunk, and everybody in chat. What's going on, guys? No Czar today. Like I said, he has some personal stuff to take care of, so he's doing some things. And Vessi does smell, but I can smell him from here, and it smells great.
I do. Wait, the name is black. Is that Stas?
Yeah,
Let's see.
he does that on purpose. His name is like all black. Because who does Twitch and do you guys do Twitch in dark mode?
I do, yeah.
Everything in dark mode, right?
Just to show that I'm not
Absolutely.
racist. Yeah.
I'm still sad that Facebook hasn't popped on the board of literally every other social media website and gone with a dark theme layout.
There's like a little widget or whatever the fuck you call them, extension thing that can make your whole browser dark mode, but
That
it
sounds
fucking
amazing.
makes your shit lag, dude. Don't do it.
Oh,
Yeah, it ruins everything. So it doesn't work,
that's
unfortunately. Zilla, are you streaming?
Right now?
Yeah. Well, no,
No.
I mean in general.
No, not really. I want to be, but I don't know. I don't really have the motivation to play games anymore, I guess. I mean, I play Siege with friends, but that's about
Just do
it.
chat your bait instead. You don't need to play a game.
I know.
Oh shit, you're right.
Straight up. That's what I do. I mean, whoops. Whoops. Um,
You-
you don't have to stream though. That's the thing. Like that. We're all like friends with streamers. Everybody thinks that like just because you're friends with a streamer or you're on a podcast that's a stream or whatever that you have to be a streamer. That might not be your thing. You know. Maybe you don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it for a while, but I guess I just kind of lost the like momentum for it that I had going. Like, I don't know. I felt like it was pretty good for a while, and now I'm just kind of like, nah.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. I mean, it's ups and downs, and when it's down, it's really down. It's like, dude, am I wasting my time? You know, like, why am I even doing this? But,
Yeah, exactly.
you
That's
know,
absolutely how I feel now too. Like, I don't know. It's like such a time commitment where it's like, if I start doing this, am I going to just like do it, or do I want to do other stuff or just chill and not do anything at all? And that's kind of just what I've been doing, is just hanging out,
yeah.
not doing anything.
What's your feelings on it, Vesi?
Uh, I've been like, I don't know. I feel like I need to like shift my focus on my stream to something else because like WoW, I've been playing WoW mostly lately, and my numbers have been like really low. I don't know if I should worry about the numbers or just play what I like, but I don't know. I've been kind of in a slump with the
I
streaming.
feel like it's hard with games like that because, yeah, you should play whatever you want. But I remember I had this
Yeah.
like time where I was sitting down and I was really thinking about it, and I was like, okay, what if I attract people that like competitive games? I can't start playing games like WoW or like single player, you know, like Life is Strange. I can't do streams like that because people will be like, that's not what I watch. So at the end of the day, you're an entertainer and you have your own demographic. So I think you started playing League, right? That's what you did?
Um,
Or
no,
HOTS?
no. I was playing WoW and HOTS in Hearthstone, but
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to find reformed pedophiles. You know, there's not a very large audience for that.
It's tough. It's
So
tough.
yeah, yeah.
Well, we got you, baby. We're here for you, all right?
All right, thank you.
But
Well,
the other thing is I wanted to say was like so HOTS and Hearthstone are both competitive games and WoW can be competitive, but I feel like
Yeah.
unless you're like one of the top rating guilds, which that's what people tune in for, like the top rating guilds, or you're just like one of these characters that's like over the top, like a Doctor Disrespect, or I don't know, somebody that's just an over the top kind of person. Unless you're that, it's kind of tough to like attract people to watch you. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I wish I had the answers. It's this is all speculation. So it's like maybe you should just keep playing WoW and you'll be like fine doing it, you know? But I don't know.
Yeah, I noticed when I do like the rated battlegrounds, I get a lot more people coming in, but it's hard to talk to people while I'm doing that because there's so much going on.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
And the same with HOTS. Do you do you have like you have like a full-time job, right?
Yeah, kind of like if there's something going on, I don't have to be there. But lately, there's been stuff going on every day, so I kind of have to be there right now.
Yeah.
But hopefully after October, it'll die down. But
So, but either way, you have something that it's a major responsibility and you have
yeah,
to take care of it. The way I see it, when you got something that you don't want to do and it takes up all your life, when you come home, you just want to play whatever game you want to play. You want to do whatever you want to do because you already just did something that you don't want to do for the rest of the whole day, you know?
yeah,
a really good perspective on it.
So I get it that like you're like I just want to fucking play WoW, dude, because it's chill, you know, and you know I just did like 8 hours of whatever work, and now I just want to play WoW, even though people probably don't want to watch it or something. That's all I
yeah,
want to do, which I think is the right way to go because you need your sanity, dude. At the end of the day,
yeah. I mean, I like the other games too, but I feel like HOTS I'm not that great at. You know, Fortnite I feel like I'm average at as well. I feel like I'm the best at WoW and Hearthstone, but they're kind of boring to a lot of people.
yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Hearthstone is one of those that like it's only fun when an expansion just comes out, and then after that, like there's like five decks that everybody uses, and if you're not using those decks, you lose, and that's it's stupid.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
And I fucking hate that about Hearthstone. I hate that about all
That's
trading card
exactly
games.
how it is right now. And
Yeah.
like people are saying like arena's better to do right now, and like they're going to be doing some meta adjustments I think over the next couple of weeks, but nobody really knows what they're going to change. But like the meta's okay right now. It's just really boring because of what you said. It's like the same five decks over and over and over and over again, and everyone's just kind of like, well, okay, what else can we do? So it'll be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I love Arena. That's my favorite thing about Hearthstone. I love the like you random aspect, like you don't know what you're gonna get, and you got to make the best with what you have. That's very like
Yeah.
roguelite kind of thing, and that's like right up my alley. So that's all I do with all the trading card games. I play Duelist, I play Elder Scrolls, I'll play Hearthstone, and I only do Arena because it's the most fun to me because I don't know the meta for the decks and I don't have all the cards. So that's my only
Right.
way to have fun, you know?
Yeah, and if you haven't played in a while, then it's really hard to get into because you have to go through all the cards and figure out what everything does, and you have to like get the cards that you want for the decks that you need to catch up to everyone else.
Yeah,
I just
and
net
go ahead.
I just net deck and then steal my wife's credit card and buy a bunch of
Oh,
packs.
That's it. So, I mean,
yeah.
that's the other thing. The other thing is
Mm.
Arena, you got to pay for it in every fucking game, dude. I hate that you have to pay for Arena in every fucking game.
Yeah, I know. I hate that too. I usually don't do much arena because of that reason alone. I save my, what they call it, gold,
Yeah.
to buy packs when the new expansion comes out. I just save and save and save.
Well, okay, that's actually pretty smart. And
Yeah, I
then,
just do like I pretty much just log on and do the dailies every 3 days and then log out.
yeah. See, that's not fun. That's just like
Yeah,
work. That's work.
yeah, yeah. Unless I'm grinding the ladder to get to legend, but I kind of feel like there's no point to get legend every month when all you get is the card back once and then nothing else ever again.
Yeah, there's no real
Yeah.
point to it. You're right.
Yeah.
Unless you're like fucking one of the top Hearthstone streamers, but those I've noticed there's like a like touch of autism in all those like top Hearthstone people, dude.
Oh, absolutely.
Like a lick of it, you know what I mean? A splash.
And you look at Trump especially, and he's a fantastic player, but you can always tell something's a little off.
Do you guys remember that? Have you guys seen that video where Trump was like streaming and some girl came up to talk to him? And he was
No, I
like,
don't think I've seen.
he was like streaming. It was like a Blizzard event where they were like showing it was right before Frozen Throne came out. And the idea was all these streamers were in one room and hold on, I got to cover the camera for wife. All these streamers were in one room and they had to defeat the Lich King, Arthas, and he had like 1,000,000 HP, and each one of them, every time they would attack him, his HP would go down. So they're all really trying to like kill him. And some girl comes on camera and starts talking to him and like saying like, "What are you doing later?" Like she's trying to flirt with him.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
And he's like, he straight up told her like, "Go away." He went like that. He's like, "Go away. I need to kill the Lich King." And
Oh
then
my god.
she was like, she just like stood there like, did this really happen? Did this like nerdy Asian dude just like fucking tell me to leave? And then chat was just filled with "be gone" thought. Be gone. Oh my god, it's the best thing. It was like the best thing that I've ever seen in my life, dude. Because he
It's
didn't.
amazing.
He's so like autistic that he doesn't even give a fuck, dude. He's like one
Get that fuck
focus.
away from me.
Be
Oh,
gone,
man.
bitch. So that shit was funny.
That's
Oh.
awesome.
All right.
Done.
Well, we're halfway there. Are you guys down for some fucking video game news?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, let's
All right. Let's do some video game news and get some hot takes from our boy Vesi and our girl Zilla. So here we go. Let's start from the beginning where it all began. Not Black Ops. I wanted to start from here. All right. So Borderlands 2 VR coming. How do you guys feel about that? December 14th, a day after my birthday.
Ooh. Oh my god, you're a December baby too. 10 days after my birthday.
I'm a
On December
Sagittarius.
3rd.
Does that make you a Sagittarius?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, my sister and I and you were Sags.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I hope your tits don't sag. I mean, wait, what?
They do, actually. Mine do.
I can't say the same for mine.
um,
I'm lucky.
well, what about Borderlands VR? I feel like
Um,
I feel like nobody asked for this.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of Borderlands to begin with. I just don't like the art style, and I don't know.
Yeah,
It
I
just
kind of
seems
feel
kind of
the
weird.
same way. I tried to play it once a couple of years ago with friends, and they were like, "Oh, it's great," and I was like, "I don't really like this art style. I can't get into it." I know that a lot of people appreciate it for like its story and all the different wacky guns in it, but I don't really see myself caring about it too much as
I
well.
think Borderlands was one of the first games to do this art style, if not the first game, right?
Yeah,
Cell shading, as they call it.
yeah.
I know that, yeah, that's the thing. Like, either you love it or you hate it. I know Team Fortress is like the same thing. I remember when the second Team Fortress came out and they adopted that art style, everyone was pissed. They were like, this is not what we want. But it ended up being like a giant success. But a lot of people were pissed off about that change in art style. So I kind of get it. But
I just
Yeah.
couldn't really get in. I tried it. I just couldn't get into it. It felt like I was playing a comic book or something. I don't know. I don't
yeah.
really like it. Yeah.
Well, my main gripe with the game was that it got kind of stale real quick. And like it was fun and everything, but it just gets too stale, and it's only fun with your buddies. And I feel like I wasn't as dedicated to it as I was like Diablo 3 or Diablo 2.
Mhm.
So it's just like their main thing was it's Diablo with guns, but it's kind of not. It's a little bit different, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Borderlands VR. The other thing is VR right now is like not where it needs to be, so I'm not excited about anything VR. Like Fallout and Skyrim VR are out, and I haven't like scrambled to go get a system to make it work or anything.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't really say that there's any games that are being ported to VR that I would like drop everything to go and play. I like the original games that are coming out for VR, like Moss seemed like a really cool game about the little mouse that uses sign language.
What?
Yeah, super cool.
It's a
Um,
hold on. There's a VR game where you're a mouse and you use sign language.
I don't think you're the mouse, but you like travel around with a mouse and like I think it's supposed to be like a narrative more I don't know. It was like
It's
I
just that you
don't
can
know.
maybe pervert it. I'm sorry.
I remember seeing it at
I was
E3 a
just-
couple of years ago how people were really excited because it was like a game that deaf people could like get in on because it didn't come
Man, fuck the
directly.
deaf.
Oh my
Moss
God.
mouse game sign
It
language.
looks super cute and super fun. And Beat Saber looks pretty bitchin'.
Here
I
we
know
go.
that I have friends that play it all the time. And it definitely candors to my undying love for stupid rhythm games like Oaths.
Since she can only squeak, I figured I'd play around with ways she can. Okay, so she only uses. Oh, okay. So it's meant for deaf people that play this game,
Yeah.
and then the thing speaks. Well, deaf people have had subtitles. We don't need. Hey, we don't need to go backwards. Okay, we got subtitles. If you can't read, don't play video games.
Don't put ASL into your video games.
Dude.
Use the fucking subtitles.
There's the English language, okay, or whatever language you need in whatever country you're from. All right, we don't need a VR mouse. How sad is your life if you're talking to a mouse in sign language? That's your only joy.
Start doing like pelvic thrusts and like fingers through the hole. You know.
Will you fuck me?
No.
Put the
right.
mouse up my butt.
So Borderlands VR, cool, thanks, I guess, but not what I was asking for. I'd rather see a Borderlands 3 than this, and then I hope the Borderlands 3 that does come out adds something new and different that keeps players playing, because people just like come and go with that game.
Yeah. I feel like it's really weird. Like it's an off flavor of the month. I know that I have a couple friends that went back to play it again and I was like, "What the fuck? Why?" And they
Yeah.
were just like, "It's fun." Like, "Okay, have fun wasting time."
Yeah, that's it. You just play it for a little while and then you're like, all right, I'm bored. And then you stop playing it. That's it. I have it installed. I've had it installed for like over 3 months and I haven't touched it. I literally installed it and didn't touch it. So there's that going on. I get it. Next news. Stardew Valley's next home is on mobile. Are you one of those girls that plays Stardew Valley, Zilla?
I do have 250 hours of Stardew Valley on Steam, but I don't know that I would play it on mobile. I'm not really much of a mobile gamer. I don't really see much of a point other than playing Pokemon Go
Yeah.
as far as mobile games go. But I don't know. I think it has the potential to be okay. I wonder if they'll bring the multiplayer aspect to mobile games as well, because I think that's a huge selling point for it now that it's on like all the major consoles, including the Switch, is that like multiplayer was like the one thing that people were like, holy shit, I have to get this game now if I don't already have it.
So what is the multiplayer means that you and your buddies can farm together on the same
Yeah.
farm? Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Like
sense.
one person owns the save file and then you can set up little houses for other people to come in and you guys do all of that together. So it basically speeds up the process of playing the normal game by like tenfold.
Because
It's
you
crazy.
actually have like people doing like manual labor with you.
Yeah, you're not alone.
Dude, fucking farming simulator, but with cute pixels instead. That's what
Hell
it
yeah.
is, right? Did you ever play that
Absolutely.
shit, Vessi? Did you ever get into Farmville or any of that shit?
I played Farmville a little bit. I was thinking this game though, it always looked like it was made for, and I'd probably rather play it on mobile than I would on my computer. Because like, if I'm gonna play a computer game, I'd rather it be like something more powerful graphics wise, I guess.
I
But
feel like I agree with you. I feel like it was meant for mobile because it's such a little shitty game. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. I feel like it's like one of the, it looks like a mobile game. I don't know why it was
yeah, that's
never
why.
on mobile before, just like
Yeah, I thought.
when Hearthstone came on mobile, I was like, why wasn't this done like years ago? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's meant for mobile, dude.
that's what I think too. Like, that's the only thing I really play on mobile is Hearthstone right now. But I'd probably play this too, or
Yeah.
give it a try.
But I find it funny that Stardew Valley is that one game where every gamer introduces it to their like wife or girlfriend that doesn't play video games and they get addicted to it.
I tried, but she didn't even want to try it. She said it looked like a what did she say? She basically said it looked like shit.
Yeah, I get
I
it.
wonder now that if it's on mobile, she'll be inclined to like want to try it more because she seems to play games on her phone all the time anyways, right?
Yeah, she's been playing Fortnite on her phone all the time. I was surprised she likes Fortnite. It's all competitive and stuff, but she loves Fortnite.
Dude, that's crazy. So your girl's like
Yeah.
not into those like regular because there's another game called Cooking Mama that I remember girls love. Do you guys remember that shit?
I
don't know,
remember that
never
shit,
heard
but
of
I
it.
never got the game. I always was like, "Oh my god, that looks so cute. I want to try it." And then I never did. And I'm kind of glad that I didn't because I've seen videos about like how the gameplay is and it's like, "Today we are making ramen. Okay, take the dough, knead it, tap the screen 3 times.
It's exactly
Pork
what it
the
God,
is.
dough.
you made noodles. You fucking win."
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's like do circles to stir. Okay, now
Yeah.
now chop it up, and then you're hitting it with the stylus and stuff.
Yeah.
So
And I
That's
was
the
like,
game where there's
"Okay.
like two
I want
people
a
and
I want a good cooking game. I feel like there's no good cooking games, and it makes me really sad because I would fucking love it. I love cooking in real life too.
that's true. It is an untapped market. What if you could do like a cooking simulator, dude? Like legit cooking
VR
simulator.
cooking.
That would be so fucking
VR
cool. I
cooking.
would be all over that shit. Whether it was VR or not, I would be like, hell yeah, let's do it. I know that Overcooked is like super popular,
That's
but
the one I
that's
was
not
thinking
really
of.
cooking
Yeah.
per se. It's just like do shenanigans with your friends while you're also making food.
Overcooked. Let's see. I've
That's the
never
game I was
heard of
thinking
it.
of.
The second one just came
like
out a couple
2-player.
months ago, and they just dropped a DLC like last week. It's actually a lot of fun. I was gifted
Apparently-
it, and I played with a couple friends.
Ghost Town
I saw
Games
some-
Overcooked 2.
I saw a few couples streaming it, and they like it causes fights. Like they argue with each other and stuff.
Let's see. Let's see.
Hurry the fuck up!
Let's see some footage here. Blah blah blah. Oh, okay. So you're in a kitchen together and you're running around. and you can be.
You have to wait for the other person to like do stuff for you, so you can do your thing.
Oh my God, there's fires.
Yeah, you have to like really rely on communication and teamwork. Otherwise, you're not going to get all the orders out. And
Oh my
do the
God,
shit
this
together.
looks terrible.
Yeah.
Everything's on fire.
Oh yeah,
Looks terrible.
it was okay. I had never
Bubble
played
game.
it before, and I played it once last week with a couple of friends. And I have to say, the most annoying part of that entire game is that there's collision on. So you can't run across the kitchen through your friends. You have to get the fuck out of their way so they can move or you can move, but you can't both move in the same direction at the same time because
I feel like-
someone's going to be blocking the fucking way. It sucked.
Yeah.
I was
I
like,
feel like that would be an
this would be
amazing,
so much better without the
an amazing mobile game, but a horrible like PC anything else game. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know why they didn't
it's
just make a
on the
mobile game.
Nintendo Switch as well. I don't know if it's on other.
It said it's
consoles.
on Steam, so
Yeah, it is on Steam. That's
Yeah.
where I played it. But I just meant console-wise. I don't know if it's on any other besides the Switch.
that seems like that is the best part about the game, though, the collision. Even though it's the worst part, it's also the best. Just like, I don't
Oh,
know if you
yeah.
guys played Mario on Wii.
Yes.
I
Dude,
tried a little bit.
playing with 4 players is like hard mode. Because you all
Yeah,
just
it
fucking
is.
jump. Oh my God, dude. You just hit each other, bump each other, like, you jump off your
Like,
buddy to
okay,
like
let's
make a
jump
jump.
off to this next platform. Oh no, you didn't make it. Why? Because I'm in the fucking way, bitch.
Yeah. Or I just jumped off your head. It's like, oh, all right, I made it. Thanks, dude. And you're dead because I killed
Yeah.
you.
Sayonara, fucker.
Yeah, so that's what the game is designed to do, to fuck with you. But you're right, we don't have like a real cooking simulator where it's like whatever you do in the game, like it translates to real life. Like you can actually do it in real life. We
That
need
would
something
be so
like that.
cool. I mean, they had Guitar Smith for like learning how to play the guitar. Why can't they have Cooking Smith
Yeah.
learn how to actually cook?
Make it happen, Zilla.
Yeah, Zilla, get on it.
Yeah, let me crack my knuckles of code writing and get right on that.
Yeah,
That's
here
what we need.
go.
We need a nation of like housewives who can code games. You know, make a fucking game.
That
Vesi with
sounds like the worst, best like startup ever. Like get all of these mid 40 suburban white moms with their Xanax and red wine and just
They can make a house
teach them how to
cleaning, a house
code.
cleaning game too, like housekeeping, like
Oh my
vacuuming
God.
and
Swiffer
sweeping. and-
Master 22.
we're saving your home. That's what we're doing.
And I mean, there is what is it? The house flipper game where it's basically like you take houses that are in shit condition and make them all nice. You clean up, paint the walls, do interior design.
Yeah, it was like #1 on Steam for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it was crazy that so many people were into it, but so many people were like, yeah, it's relaxing. It's like building your own house.
Well, there is a market for it because people like that trucker simulator and farming simulator.
Oh my god, yeah, Euro Truck Simulator, absolutely horrible. I still can't believe that like farming simulator is a real thing. Like, I know that Farmville's a thing, but farming simulator just seemed like that on crack.
Dude, farming simulator is very real and it works. Trust me. And people love it. All they do is want to fucking farm and get on their tractor and cut down corn. And then my buddy got Euro Truck Simulator, and he's like, it's the best thing in the world. You just drive and deliver loads and stuff. And I'm like, dude, that sounds terrible. Why the fuck would you want to play that game? So, cooking simulator, at least I feel like that would actually help. Especially we're all nerds, dude. Some of them live
Nobody
alone.
knows how to cook properly.
Dude, no one knows how to do shit. Like, do you know how to make food, Vesi?
I'm really good with the microwave. Yeah.
There you
I,
go. See?
Yeah, I made some Eggos this morning with the toaster.
Do it for
and-
Vesi,
Oh
dude.
my god.
Zilla, get on the
Wow.
game already. Hurry up.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll
help
start
me out.
making it right
Get
now.
on it, dude.
Kickstarter happening right now.
Dude, you just run away with that money. Fuck the game.
Yeah. Please fund my video game experience. I will teach people how to cook. For the low payment of $19.99 times 4, you too will also learn how to cook through me learning how to code.
And if you
I
sub,
won't do anything for you.
and if you sub to
just-
my Patreon, I'll send you some pictures.
recipes that I didn't make.
Yeah, that's it. All right, next piece of news. Thank you, Stardew Valley, for causing all that.
Inspired.
All right, PSN name changes are officially coming. I didn't even know that they didn't give you name changes before. What the fuck's up with
Yeah.
Sony, dude? Sony are such Nazis, dude. They're like the Apple of the East. They don't let you
They
cross
really
platform. They don't let you do anything. They don't let you change your name. And did you know if you make a Fortnite account on PlayStation, you can't use that account on PC or anything. It doesn't work anywhere else. So any items you bought or anything, nothing. It's only on PlayStation.
Yeah, I thought that was so like disgusting of them to do. I'm glad that they finally opened their hearts to cross-platform play now, and I think that they're finally catching up with everything else and they're actually like doing stuff to make positive changes like the name changes and actually giving people cross-platform play on Fortnite and other games. And it's just Fortnite for now, but they said that they were looking into doing it for like all other multiplayer games, which would be really nice. And I know for a couple of my friends that are mainly PS4 players, they have absolutely atrocious names, but they don't want to start a new account because they lose all their trophies and achievements
I
and stuff.
didn't even know that existed. That you couldn't change your name.
I know, right? Everybody else does it. Like everyone else gives you like either you buy it with microtransactions or they give you one for free. You know.
Yeah.
So
My wife did. She was able to make her Fortnite account, the same account on her phone though. She plays on the PS4 and her phone on the same account. So I don't know if she got lucky or if they changed it. But
maybe I don't know, but Sony has always been behind on that kind of shit, and it's really annoying. I don't understand why they're like that. The only reason they let people do cross-platform play finally, because they made a statement saying that they weren't going to let people play on Fortnite cross-platform, but it got such negative press that they had to fold under the pressure. So that's what it took. It took everybody to complain for them to finally change their mind.
I wish they would make every game like crossplay. It's been really good for me and my wife to be able to play like me on the PC, her on the PS4.
Hell
Like,
yeah, dude. I
on
mean, I
Fortnite,
don't
it's
understand.
awesome.
Like, we're at that point now where we all want to like just interact with each other. Like this whole thing of like, oh, you're on this platform, I'm on that platform, so we can't interact. It's starting to like go away, and these companies are starting to like either let it go and let it happen, or they're standing their ground. Like Twitch and YouTube is a perfect example. They don't like if you're the affiliate program, a lot of people were happy about it, but if you look at like in between the lines, they really just did it so you can't stream on any other platform other than Twitch. You know what I mean? Or else you lose your affiliate status.
I
But that's
didn't
the thing
even know
now.
it
You
was
can't.
part of the contract.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, so this is how it works with Twitch. You can only stream on YouTube if your Twitch is off. You can't stream simultaneously on YouTube. If you have a VOD that you want to upload onto YouTube, you have to wait 24 hours, then you can upload it onto YouTube.
Oh wow.
And then YouTube, now YouTube, and then YouTube has a rule that you cannot promote your Twitch in any way on their website. So if you make a video, at the end of the video or in the description, you can't have your Twitch link or anything like that, or you'll get banned. Then they've done it already.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, in case you didn't know, that's the rules now.
I don't know. I mean, I had my thing linked for a long time. I don't really do YouTube anymore, but it would like show my Twitch like on the actual player or something like that. I mean, I guess they probably disabled that on their own already, but
well, for people like us, like to be honest, we're not like big time
yeah,
streamer.
sure.
They're not looking at us. You know what I mean? So unless it's reported by some fucking asshole that wants to ruin our life, they're not gonna find out about it. But if you're like a big streamer or medium streamer, let's say that has like, let's say you have 1,000 views, you know, every now and then, they're gonna crack down on you. So you have to like either focus on one thing or the other. And to be honest with you, man, now that I haven't been streaming, I've been thinking about maybe YouTube is the way to go. It has way more people on it, and maybe the game, not the streaming aspect, but just like being a YouTuber is probably more.
Have you ever thought about doing like the real life podcast? What do they call it? Daily vlogs things on YouTube?
Yeah, that's the thing. I wanted to focus on like gaming though, or
Okay.
stuff like that. But I was thinking about it. I was thinking about having like my own personal YouTube for like all kinds of shit. But I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. I've just been thinking about it because it's like Twitch. There's only like 1% of people that actually make a career out of Twitch, and maybe 1.5% make a career out of YouTube, and that 0.5% is enough for me to like think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely thought about switching to YouTube too. Now that I'm like more art focused with my free time. Not that there's not an art community on Twitch, but I just feel like it's a lot more easy for me to be able to like do stuff on my own and not have that audience there and be like, "Oh, what are you doing? Why are you using that color?
Yeah.
What's that?" Like I don't want to have to explain myself
draw
while
me
I'm
naked?
working. Yeah. Like I was and streaming the other day, or not the other day, like a couple weeks ago at the beginning of October, I was doing line art and coloring one of my pieces there. And someone was like, "Why are you using that color? That's not Snorlax's color. Snorlax is dark blue." And you know what I
Oh,
was using? A dark teal.
dude,
And
tell that
I
guy
was
to
like, dude, are
fuck
you
off,
kidding me right now?
dude.
He
Those
was like, "Are
people,
you trying to go for a regular or a shiny one?" And I was like, "Dude, it doesn't matter. I'm just using the colors that I think look good." And he was just like, "I don't know, man. It just looks like you're trying to do something else." I was like, "Okay,
Wow.
you can
What a
fuck off."
spurg.
there's a what a spurg? Did you say?
Yeah.
Like Asperger's?
Yeah.
I never heard that
I'm
before.
gonna save that one.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Never
Bro.
heard that one before? I took the autism test and they said I had like Michael J. Fox syndrome. What was it called?
Dude, that's fucking Parkinson's. What are you talking about? That's not even.
Oh.
That's not
Oh
even.
my
That's a
god.
disease of like your organs shutting down. It has nothing to do with everything else.
Oh, whoops. My bad.
But dude, you spurging out on me, bro?
Yeah.
God, I'm saving that one, man.
Spurging, don't stop spurging, dude. Oh man, yeah. The other thing is maybe because you're a girl. There's a lot. There's this thing where like nerds like to be mean to other girls that are nerds. You know, I don't know. It's like this
I've
weird.
definitely
You
done
felt that,
that.
right? You've seen that
Yeah.
phenomenon.
Oh yeah.
It's like
It's
their weird
so
way of
weird.
flirting. I think it's their way of flirting, but they don't know. I
It
don't know.
really doesn't come off that way, even if it's subconscious. They definitely don't do a good job of it.
I think that it's either their way of flirting, or B, it's them like being upset that a woman is like in their thing of interest, like in their hobby. So they're
Oh
like,
my
you're not
god,
even
yeah.
doing it right. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, the
Yeah.
amount of times that I've experienced that on like just Overwatch alone. I haven't played Overwatch in like 6 months at all whatsoever. Like I've logged on for the loot boxes for the events and like logged immediately out afterwards. But I was playing a casual match with Kata and another friend at the time,
Yeah.
and it was Renito actually, and we were playing, and this dude was like, "Oh my god, why do you keep dying?" And I was playing a healer because girl, haha.
Yeah.
I was playing Anna or Mercy, and I
Support.
was dying because our team let a Genji into the back line, and he just kept immediately going past them, and I would be like, "Hey, can I get some help?" No one would respond to it. No one would help, and I'd die. And this dude was like, "All right, why do you keep fucking dying? I need heals." And I was like, "Well, maybe if I got some protection from the assholes that are infiltrating the back line, I could heal you." And he was like, "All right, well, you sound kind of like a cunt." And I was like, "Wow, okay, thanks."
Damn. He went for the C word
Yeah,
hard.
yeah. I was like, "Wow,
The
Jesus."
hard C, not the light C.
Yeah, not the lights.
Yeah. And like DJ the Jam Lamb. I don't know how to say your word. My bad, dude. But I'm gonna call you DJ. I think they are such a big fan of it. So anybody that does anything different than them, they're like, you are doing it wrong, scrub. Yeah, but then there's that added effect that it's a girl, so it's like, oh, of course, it's a girl doing it wrong. You know what I
Fucking
mean?
woman. Ugh, they never do anything right.
It's like when you're driving and someone cuts you off and like didn't use their blinker, nothing. Like you're like, this person didn't even know I existed, and then you get next to them at a red light because you have to look. You have to be like, what's going on in there, dude? And it's like an old Asian lady. You're like, I knew it. It's the same thing with them. They're like, I knew it. No wonder we're losing. We got a grill.
Grill.
Yeah, so it's this weird thing. So I think that dude that was like shitting on your Snorlax, it's like, oh, what? This girl thinks she knows about Pokemon. She's not even drawing them right color. Fucking
Yeah.
spurging out, dude. Spurging out. Oh, fucking woman taking away my pleasures in life.
I'm gonna go beat off now.
Women rooting things all over.
Fucking whammons. All right, next piece of news. Let's move on. All right, multiplayer studio Digital Scapes joined CD Projekt Red to work on Cyberpunk 2077. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm obsessed with Cyberpunk.
I've kind of steered clear of all the news because I know that it's going to be a really good game and I want to be like surprised by like how good it's going to be. So I have not seen anything on purpose.
I'll tell you
But
what,
I'm
man.
really excited about it.
I grew up playing Cyberpunk 2020, the tabletop game. I played it before I played D&D, so I didn't even know
shit.
anything about D&D. So this was like right up my alley when I saw it coming out and everything. And the buddy that got me into it, he doesn't really play video games, so because he's like most of them are bullshit. I don't know. He's a very cynical guy. So for him to say, "Hey, this looks promising," I was like, "Damn!" It just like validated everything. So I promise you, this game is gonna be good. Especially the fact that they're gonna have multiplayer now. They're like working on multiplayer. It is a shooter game.
Fuck.
I mean, fuck, dude. I don't know what they're trying to do with this thing. I don't know if that got you guys excited.
I didn't even know it was a
That makes it cool.
pre-existing thing, like you said, Cyber 2020 or whatever. I didn't even know it was another thing beforehand. I thought it was like a brand new, like from the start, like first.
So-
Yeah, I thought it was too.
Well, so this is the story behind Cyberpunk. In the 80s, this guy named Mike Pondsmith created the game, which is like a tabletop D&D style game. And it's retro futurism, I guess. It's the 80s, what they thought 2020 would look like. You know what I mean? So there was a lot of things like the internet wasn't really around and social media didn't exist. None of that shit was, cell phones weren't a thing. So a lot of things in the game are really dated, but a lot of things in the game also were like, damn, it's a reality now. You know what I mean? And it's a really cool art style and everything. Then CD Projekt Red, apparently they grew up playing it too. And they were like, dude, we need to make a video game about this. So for me, it was like, I couldn't get anybody to play this game because they're like, what the fuck is this? I'll just play D&D. You know what I mean? And then these random Polish guys out of nowhere made The Witcher, and they're like, hey, we're sitting on like fat cash. Let's make some sick AAA game for Cyberpunk. And I was like, what? Are you fucking serious? That's insane. Like it's the thing that like I literally, it was like my niche thing, and now it's becoming like a thing like in the forefront, you know?
What kind of game is it though? Is it like The Witcher, like open world?
It's
thing,
more
or-
like GTA first person with Fallout and
Oh,
like style of like leveling up and stuff like that, plus Deus Ex Machina style stuff. And the way they worked on the AI and everything in the game. There's a gameplay video where the guy's like walking around in the city and everybody's doing something. And I remember GTA like 4 and 5 were the first games where you're like, oh my god, that guy's on his cell phone, that guy's crossing the street, he's waiting for a red light. It was like one of those like little things that were awesome. Well, they did it like times 100 with this game. So there's like street performers, and then like a guy on his cell phone will record the street performer, and then another
Okay.
dude is like walking around having his own conversation. You can like follow him and hear his conversations and stuff like that. So it's like they really went in depth with this game.
That's really cool. I feel like that's one of the little aesthetic things that I've really appreciated in games where it's not just like, hello, I'm NPC standing here waiting for you to interact with me. Like That's just so annoying. Like, do something on your own. Make it more realistic.
That
I
sounds
really
like World of
that they're kinda
Warcraft.
going towards
I
that.
know, right?
Yeah. Or like walking along that like strict path of like just pacing back and forth.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, realistic moving. You're not gonna do anything else.
So what I can tell you about CD Projekt is they've said straight up there's going to be no microtransactions. If anything, there's DLCs, which I'm okay with. It's like either you buy the DLC or not. But they said no microtransactions, and then there's going to be multiplayer, which is their first multiplayer game, if that's the case. And they're humble enough and smart enough to know that they need help with it because they've never done it before. So they hired another studio to help them out with it, which I think that takes a lot of balls, dude. To be like,
Yeah.
they could have had an ego and said we'll do it ourselves, but they didn't want to fuck it up, so they found another studio and they were like, hey, you guys know how to do this shit, so help us out. Like we want you to help us, which just lets you know that how much these guys care about video games and the people that play their games and how close they want to stay to the source material and stuff. It's insane, man. They're the best. I love it.
Yeah. Sounds good.
So, as much as I don't know anything about Studio Digital Scapes, which I'll look up right now, let's find out. Studio Digital Scapes. Digital Scape Studio, LinkedIn. Well, that's their... I want to see what they've done. Digitalscapes.ca. What's .ca? Canada?
Mm-hmm.
So they're Canadian. Let's see. They look like they're up-and-comers. Founded by industry veterans from BioWare. Wow. Radical Entertainment. And Relic? Oh, shit. Dude, Relic makes all those real-time strategy games. Company of Heroes, Dawn of War, and then BioWare, we know Mass Effect and Knights of the Old Republic and all that. Radical Entertainment, I don't know. So they took like people from all those big games and they got them making this fucking... It's a new studio, it looks like. Sick.
Sounds really cool. It's really nice that they actually are taking the effort to go the extra mile for this game too.
Yeah, that means that, like I said, they're humble enough and they don't have an ego, so they know that they need help and they're going to be able to do it. Sick. I'm excited about it. All right. Let's move on. Nope, this is nothing. Here we go. Sony announces mini version of original PlayStation with 20 classic games preloaded. How do you guys feel about these fucking classic?
Well, I'll be honest, when I first heard about this one, I was struggling to think of a game on PS Classic that was like, oh, I want to play that. I can't think of a single game. I don't know if it
Fuck it,
Nintendo.
right. I can't either.
There was tons of them. Yeah, there was
I
tons
mean,
on
the only
Nintendo.
two that would come to mind for me would be like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, but they have already given those remasters. And
Yeah.
Spyro comes out next month,
Yeah.
but it was delayed for like 3 months.
I guess we can look at it. Let's see. PlayStation Classic game list.
Like
I
the
definitely
Nintendo one
think
sounded
we-
cool.
Sorry.
No, sorry.
I feel like these mini consoles are definitely just a cash grab for the majority of the marketing purpose. But I mean, it just factors in on that whole nostalgia thing.
Oh my god, stop it. Stop at the pop-ups. God damn it, dude.
Wish they would just let you play it on like your current PS4 or whatever it is instead of making you get a
Yeah.
new thing to plug in.
Okay, Final Fantasy VII, Tekken 3, Ridge Racer, Wild Arms, Jumping Flash. Okay, here we go. Original Metal Gear. Okay. Crash Bandicoot, it's there. Rayman, Gran Turismo, Tomb Raider 2, Die Hard Trilogy. Oh my god, those were terrible. I played that. Resident Evil. Oh shit, Dino Crisis. Silent Hill, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Okay, those are the 15. All right. So there's 5 more. It's $100. Holy shit. Actually, you know what? $100 isn't... It's not too bad, right?
It's not the worst. I'm trying to think of what the price was for the Nintendo ones that came out.
Yeah. The thing... Okay, so my gripe
They were
with...
like 80.
My gripe with all these classics and stuff like that is the only reason they exist is because they wanted to kill the ROM market. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Like all those ROMs and stuff like that, emulators, all that stuff, it's been gone unchecked for years. They haven't done anything about it. Like you can straight up go to a website and download a ROM. You don't have to like torrent it or anything like that. And I think they were like, dude, all these people are growing up and they're getting nostalgic. We can make money off of their nostalgia and kill this whole free game thing. We're not making money off of this, you know? Like people are playing these games for free when we can make money off of it.
I never
You
thought
know?
about that.
I definitely know that Nintendo has been cracking down on that kind of stuff
Yeah.
over the last like year or two, and it really has hurt a lot of the people that want to emulate their games, and they're just like, okay, well, if we can't emulate it, then what the fuck are we supposed to do?
Well, the problem is that let's say they like the SNES Classic. What does it have? Like 50 games, let's say, maybe less, but let's say it's 50 games and they crack down on all the ROMs. It's like, what about all the other games, dude? You guys aren't selling them. They're not like available for me to buy or anything like that. I have to find it from like a collector and pay a premium.
Yeah, and those are just like ridiculously priced. I know that when I've gone like retro gaming shopping, like I bought a Nintendo 64 years ago, and buying the good games for it, they were at least 40 to 60 bucks.
Yeah. Well, my problem is like I get it if you want to make money, but it's like you're not even offering it for me to buy. You know, there's like certain games that I want to play, you're not offering it for sale. So why are you cracking down on people wanting to play it? Offer it then, dude. Sell it to me for $2 or $1 or whatever the fuck you want to sell it for. If it's not up for sale, then I have to get it in other ways, you know?
Yeah.
So that's my gripe with all these like classics. I feel like the only reason they're coming out is because they want to kill the ROM market more than they want to cash in on nostalgia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my sadness with it. So every time I see it come out, I'm like I know one guy from my stream, Prince, he bought the SNES one and he's like, "Oh, I don't want to pirate any games. Like I'm against it." And I was like, "Dude, I get it if you don't want to pirate anything, but they don't even offer it for sale like the other ones. So is it really pirating if they don't offer it for sale?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my thing. Would you guys ever buy one of these?
Maybe the Nintendo one, but probably not.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know that I know any of the PlayStation games well enough to be like, oh shit, that's something I have to have, especially because it's $100. I would maybe say the same as Vesi, where I would get an SNES or an NES one, but I I feel like because I'm so young, even if I had an appreciation for Nintendo to go like all the way back, I don't know that I know the games well enough to be willing to buy them to play them again, because I never had that first nostalgic experience with those consoles in the first place. PS1 was more my time, but even then I didn't play games like Silent Hill, which would be like what I would go for.
Yeah.
Because like 3 and it was a horror game.
I got one of the old Final Fantasies on my phone. I'd rather just play like an old game like that on my than
Yeah,
put it on my TV.
those are. I'll pay $10 for that. An old
Yeah.
Final Fantasy on my phone.
I paid like $6, I think.
Yeah, whatever it is. And Dunk is saying it's worse than pirating. It's not for sale. That's just stealing. But it's like,
Yeah.
there we go. I disconnected my mic by accident. I was saying that if it's for sale and you pirate it, then it's stealing. If it's not for sale and you find it on a website or something, how can that be stealing? That's just me wanting to play the game, but you're not offering it in any way. And check this out. Have you guys seen these Raspberry Pis? Do you know what they are?
I kind of know about them, but not to a huge extent.
I didn't know it was called Red. I see it on your screen. Yeah. About them.
Yeah, the Raspberry Pis are like these little small computers that are like they're like just like straight to the point. I think they're like this small, really, like the size of like a credit card or something, or maybe a little bit bigger. But essentially it's just like a simple small computer that you can run emulators and stuff on, and people make arcade machines out of them. And you can have everything, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and they sell these cabinet kits where like it's the cabinet, it's the Raspberry Pi, and all you have to do is download the emulators and stuff. You see all these like cardboard things you can put together, and it's pretty cool. I was thinking of doing this for my son when he gets older, so we can actually like play these old school arcade games on like a cabinet.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, and it's maybe like you would spend max, like if you wanted to do it like to the nines, fucking 4 different controllers, big ass screen and everything, you might spend like $400. You know,
That's not bad.
it's
I
not
mean,
bad
if
if
you think
you,
about it, that's like what you would spend on a new console and like a game or two.
dude, and it's
Yeah.
$400. You get every Nintendo game, Super Nintendo, Sega, Neo Geo, just you can name them, like the list, you know. So that this is available right now that people can do, and this has come out. The only reason this is available is because Nintendo, Sega, and all these other companies never offered their retro games to us. This is like what we had to do to get it, and then now the classics are coming out. You know?
Yeah. It's so sad that it took like that much to get to the point that we're at now.
Yeah. So my only gripe with this thing is it feels like they're just they don't they don't really give a shit about the retro games. They more give a shit about you not playing their ROMs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
They don't want you playing it for free. It's like to them it's like we're losing money where we could be gaining money, you know?
That's crazy. They only offer you like 20 games when you can get them all thing, you know?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So they'll
Yeah.
crack down a website like coolrom.com that's been around for like I don't even know, forever, dude. When the internet was born, it's been around. He said he's deleting all his ROMs off the website because he's got cease and desist letters from Nintendo.
Yeah. Emo Paradise had to do that too.
And he
It made
has
me so
over,
sad.
dude, he has over like thousands of games. So when they release a Nintendo Classic and it has like 20 to 50 games, and he has to delete all the thousands of games that he has, I feel like that's not fair. You know,
It
either
really isn't.
either everything is for sale, like give us everything, or you know, or let us have both options. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I guess they got to do what they can for their business, which I kind of get, but at the same time, I feel like it's kind of fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right.
Because what about the like 95% of games that are gone unnoticed?
Yeah, they'll be
And
gone
they're
forever.
still unavailable. Yeah, exactly. It's so sad. All that time and money and work put into making them.
All right, next piece of news. Speaking of Nintendo, they patent a case that turns your iPhone into a classic Game Boy. So apparently this is going to be coming out soon. It's a phone case that I've seen like iterations of it. Have you guys seen them out there?
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
There's like iterations of it where like you can actually play like mobile games with it. It like connects to the USB slot under your phone. You know what I mean? And then there's like
Yeah.
buttons and stuff, but they don't really work as well as people think. So I'm not sure if they figured something out with this, that if they're going to have officially licensed Nintendo games to play with the case. But I feel like that's pretty cool to have,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, that's a really smart way of thinking too, because people always have their phones, and in Japan, like mobile gaming and gaming on the go is like their big thing. Then that's why the Nintendo Switch is so popular in Japan, is because not a lot of people have either the space or like the time to sit down and play a game in their house, but they are always traveling on the go. So the Nintendo Switch makes like perfect sense for them to be able to like play it on the metro or something, and that's why mobile gaming's so popular too. So bringing that aspect into it, I think it's really cool that they're doing something like that.
What do you think about it,
It's-
Vesi?
Maybe it's a dumb gripe, but I just don't like how it makes your screen. You know, our phones on our screens or our screens on our phones are so big now. That picture, it's gonna make it cut down. Like,
Yeah,
so
I
small,
agree.
you know?
I agree with you. I feel like cutting down the screen size is not the way to go. But if it
Yeah.
looks like that, it would suck. But if it was the screen was
Yeah.
bigger, I'd probably like it.
But yeah, me too.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen like let me see if we can find it online. Game Boy buttons.
Bigger spitter, right, Zilla?
Oh, okay, yeah. So there's these. Yeah, see, look, they already exist. Turn your smartphone into a Game Boy. So they kind of exist. I guess maybe Nintendo's just doing it better. Dude, look at this Smart Boy. Look at that. It clicks in.
I want me a nice smart boy.
I want a smart. Hey, down, Vesi, down. So yeah, they already have like iterations of it, like I said, but I don't think that it's like done as well as people think it would be. So I don't know. How much are these? Okay, this was $35 at Walmart, dude. The Smart Boy. Hyperkin Smart Boy handheld gaming console for Android and smartphones.
This looks so ghetto.
It looks terrible, but I mean... Oh, you can actually play Game Boy games on it. It actually... Oh, you can play Game Boy games on your phone with it. That's what it is. It uses your phone as a monitor. So you don't play mobile games. You play Game Boy games. Interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, so there's like iterations of it out there, but it's not as good as it can be. So if Nintendo's doing this, I know that Nintendo's trying to get into the mobile market. They started with that Super Mario Run game or whatever.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot that existed.
Yeah, because it's a stupid. It's just one of those stupid, fun little games, dude, that nobody plays. It's for like little kids. So I think they're just trying to tap into that market, dude. We'll see how it goes. Next piece of news. Riot Games finds 4 Worlds participants for in-game behavior. So apparently, a few of like these Riot Games professional or League of Legends professional players, they on their time just playing, regular games, they've been toxic and they've been fined. So, let's see here. This guy Uzi, he was fined $2,000 for griefing his teammates and intentionally feeding on an account that did not belong to him.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Yeah, and that. So otherwise, you would just get, a ban or whatever, a suspension if you were just a normal person. But since he's a professional player, he's actually getting fined real money. $2,000 is not a lot, not something to sneeze at. Diamond Prox and the Shy were both fined $1,000 following in-game reports filed against them, according to a statement. And I love Uv. These fucking names. $1,500 for 70% because in more than 70% of his solo queue games for negative behavior. Jesus Christ. Oh man. And Dunk is saying if Blizzard did this, so many people would get banned. It is something to sneeze at when these players make 7-figure salaries. Yeah, I get it. But the fact that they're getting fined for playing these games is kind of unheard of. But at the same time, I kind of like, if you're a professional player and you play with a bunch of plebs and they tilt you, I can kind of see why they would get so upset. Obviously, I'm not giving them an excuse, but I get why they would be more mad. You know what I mean?
But I can also see people like egging them on purpose now to get this to happen to them more often. They're gonna try. People are gonna be assholes out there. They're gonna try to provoke them to say something to get them fined.
It's true. Yeah, there's nothing about in these reports of like, oh, they're reciprocating toxic behavior. So I don't know. It's just crazy that these are the times we're in now, because they do it in all other sports like basketball and football and everything. How you act off the field and on the field, you can get fined for it. So I don't know. What do you think about this, Zilla?
I mean, they were doing this with Overwatch before, right? Like Blizzard was fining people for being toxic assholes like on stream, or removing them, suspending them from games too.
Yeah,
I feel like it's kind of becoming the norm where if you're an asshole outside a game, then you don't really deserve to be playing the game at all, in a sense. But I'm kind of surprised that Uzi is someone that was doing it, because Uzi's like one of the top Korean teams right now. Like like you said, they're at Worlds. I don't really know the other names, but that's the one that popped out to me the most, where I was like, oh shit, like
Yeah.
it's kind of shitty of him to be at like. I just don't really understand the line of thinking while being at that high of level of gameplay and still being like, I'm gonna be a fucking idiot because I can risk my career. Haha, that would be really fun. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get the point.
Well, they probably just did it for the lulz. Probably was streaming and took somebody's account and was just fucking around just to piss people off. Because, like Vesi said, maybe they said some shit in chat that like annoyed him, like to egg him on, and he's like, you know what? Well, fuck you guys. I'm gonna intentionally feed on your ranked game. You know?
He's like, do you know who? He's probably like, do you
Yeah,
know
I
who I
mean,
am?
Yeah.
Evan One does that shit all the time. Like, he's reformed now, but he definitely did that kind of shit all the time where he would like actually try really hard and like lose a bunch of games in a streak, and then he'd be like, all right, fuck it, I'm just gonna do this, and he'll troll and end up winning the game somehow, and he'd be like, what the fuck, like what the hell is going on right now?
Yeah. Who did you say? It got cut out.
Tyler One,
Oh, okay. Tyler
you
One.
know,
That's
the
right.
the dude that is notorious for all things toxic and
You mean
riot.
the character Tyler One?
Yeah. Mhm.
What's up, Angel? Angel in chat. All right. So yeah, I think it's cool that this is what we do now. Find players. They'll losey. Next piece of news. Microsoft is close to buying Obsidian. As far as I know, I think they did recently. I think they're as close as it gets. You guys familiar with Obsidian? They made
Not really. No.
they made Knights of the Old Republic 2 and Fallout New Vegas. They were in charge of those two, and then they did Pillars of Eternity as well. So anything they made has been at least a B plus game, if not A plus. So the Microsoft for some reason is buying them out, and people are kind of like scared about it and upset about it because they're like one of the last companies that are gamer that has been started by gamers, you know, had humble beginnings and just makes good fucking games no matter what, and they're afraid that this whole like corporate takeover is going to kind of like ruin things. But did you guys ever play any of those games, Fallout Vegas and stuff?
No, unfortunately, I did not. I was busy playing WoW.
What about you, Zilla? You ever played any of those games?
I did not either.
Okay, well, as far as I know, like what I can tell you, I've played all the Fallout games. I really liked New Vegas, and a lot of people there's kind of like this trend going on where everybody feels like New Vegas was the best Fallout. There's an argument for that. Everybody's like, there's a lot of people that make that argument, and Obsidian was the one that made it. You know, so just to let you guys give you some insight on like how important Obsidian is. That's how good they are at making video games. That it was better as far as like story and like, you know, immersion and everything than any of the other Fallout games. So
yeah, I've definitely heard that New Vegas is favored over the others for that reason.
I don't know if I agree. I mean, I think definitely New Vegas is awesome. I liked it a lot. I had a lot of fun playing it. But I don't know if it's better. I think it's just on par with, you know, Fallout 3 was really good. Fallout 4 kind of lost me and stuff like that.
My dad has been playing Fallout 4 for like 8 months now, or however long it's been out. He's still playing it every day.
Dude, that's sick. As long as he's playing it. What's up, everybody in chat? We got lit all of a sudden. Angel came in and got it lit.
Yeah.
Oh, babes.
All right, next piece of news. Netflix The Witcher finds its female leads. Okay. Do you guys know any of these people? Freya Allen and Anya Shalatra.
Never heard of them, but I definitely know that there was a bunch of outlash over Netflix considering having people of color playing Ciri and Yennefer.
Oh,
and
really?
Tons of people are like, what the fuck, what are you doing? Like, why do you have to make it like POC? They're definitely very white and pale in the game. Make it like that. So I think it's kind of good that they did decide to go more towards the authentic route of like a character choice. But I mean, they made Ciri like such a little kid, and I think that's kind of weird.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Well, there was this rhetoric going around for a while that The Witcher is racist because there isn't any people of color in the game, in any of their games, and people were like, kind of like, what the fuck? How come there isn't a single black person, a single brown person, Asian, nothing? And the CD Projekt Red had to come out and make a statement, and they were like, dude, when this story was written, it was written around a time and place where it was predominantly white people living there. So we're just sticking to the story. That's all it is. We're not trying to like, not have other races or include them for no reason. According to the story and the time period, it takes place in Poland, and around that time period, it was mostly just white people there. And I'll tell you what, guys, if you go around the world, if you don't live in like if you live in a diverse area and you go to a place where like it's not as diverse, there aren't anything else, dude. Like I saw like 2 black people in Australia when I was there for a month. All right, in Sydney, big city, Sydney, dude. I saw 2 black people. That's it. Everything else was just white people, dude. You know. So I can believe it whenever they say stuff like that. You know.
Right.
So, Angel, don't you know, John, that the timeline doesn't matter? It's all about racism. Yeah, that's it. So,
Can I AFK like 1 minute, guys?
What is it?
Can I AFK like 1 minute? I really gotta go for like 1 minute.
Yeah, go ahead. Me and Zilla will talk about this.
All right, 1 second. Be right back.
So Anya Shalatra will play Siri. So here she is. Does this look like a Siri to you? I guess with white hair?
Yeah, and maybe with white hair, yeah.
Oh, no. She's going to be Yennefer.
Okay, that would make more sense.
Does she?
I think.
Look at this comparison right here.
I feel like they're going to do a lot of, like, makeup and special effects, maybe, to help kind of immersify her looks into the character.
I feel like this one looks more like Yennefer because Yennefer's like a sultry sexual woman. I mean, they all are pretty much, but she's the most. Glammin'. Yeah, but I feel like if they glam her up like this, then yeah, she can pull it off. All I want to know is like, is she a good actress? You know?
Yeah, I mean, the most important part. Who gives a fuck what you look like? Depends on like your acting skills.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not one of those people that jumps to conclusions and gets upset right away. So to me, it's like, okay, dude, all these people so upset. Like relax, man. Let it come out and then be upset. You know, like you don't even know. What if she kills it, dude? What if she fucking kills it? And you're like, this is the best Yennefer ever. I don't want anybody else. You know?
Right. It like annoys me to no end that people do that shit too. Like, oh my god, she's whamming. She's gonna suck. Like, okay, well, give her a chance first, and then make your claim of, oh my god, whamming, she sucked.
Apparently she's a brand new actress because her IMDb just has Wanderlust and the ABC Murders and The Witcher.
I'd smash.
The other thing is, well, yeah, of course. The other thing is, I mean, she auditioned for it. It's not like they called her and said, "Hey, Anya,
like, hey, yeah,
we need you." They were like, "All right, this is the role. Come audition." Everybody auditioned, and she got the part. So obviously, they like her as Yennefer. You know?
Right.
So that's one. Let's look at Freya Allen. I mean, there's been like millions of photoshops out there trying to make her look like Ciri. She has that like innocent little girl look. Yeah, no, it works. Yeah, no, she's got it.
Yeah.
She's got the look for sure.
I haven't finished The Witcher 3 yet. I really should.
Yeah, so I think she'll do great as Ciri. This is cool. Dude, the green eyes and white hair is such a cool look. Wife has been trying to get this white hair look. She sees an old woman with white hair and she's like, oh my god, I want that.
You should do that, John.
She likes that shit. I know. Should I go white? All white? Dude, don't worry. Every time
beard
I
too?
Dude, the beard is starting to get the salt and pepper going on. I'm excited.
I'm getting lots of gray hair. You probably can't tell from here, but
here's a Photoshop. That's not bad. I mean, the one on the left, I don't think that looks like Yennefer at all, but
Not really, but she
Who's
definitely
playing the
has that innocent Siri look.
Yeah.
Who's playing the dude?
Henry Cavill, dude,
That's
Superman.
oh, okay.
The problem with Henry Cavill is he's a really good actor and he nailed Superman, but the movies were just so bad.
I never saw those. I wanted to, but I heard they were so bad that I didn't bother to go.
He nailed the look. He's a good actor. It's just like a good actor in a bad movie. That's his situation. So I hope this is his like way to go. And yeah, people are awesome with Photoshop Angel. This shit was like popping off before it even started. So there's that. And let's see. Is there anything else in this news that's important? Jodie May as Queen Calanth. Bjorn Hjolnor Karlsson as her husband, and then Adam Levy as the druid Mousesack. Adam Levy sounds familiar. Who's this guy?
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
Let's find out.
Is that fat guy with the bald?
Is that the guy in Maroon 5?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't know who this guy is, but apparently, I was thinking of Adam Levine. Yep, Adam Levine, Maroon 5. 10 out of 10 for John's accents, dude. That's what I do out here. And that's it, pretty much. So it's a bunch of like TV show people and then Henry Cavill. Because none of them have really been in movies or anything like that. Except for Freya Allen, War of the Worlds. And that's it. Yeah. Are you guys excited about the show coming up?
Yes
not sure.
and no. I haven't played The Witcher at all, but I know that it's a really admired series. I started playing the third one the other day, actually. I didn't get super into it, but it was nice. I don't know. I just was not feeling like immersifying myself in a game, but it was good.
What about you, Vesi?
I mean, it's gonna be live. Like, it's not gonna be a cartoon, right? It's actually gonna be real.
No, it's
like,
live action.
Yeah.
Live action.
Yeah. I'm excited then. Yeah, I just don't like the whole cartoon ones, and I thought that's what it was supposed to be. But
no, it's gonna be live action. Did you play any of the Witchers?
I mean, I bought Witcher 3 and I started it, but I just didn't really get past it because I have this problem. I feel like I'm wasting my time in single player games, and I go back to playing my online ones.
You know, the thing about The Witcher is I played it and then I put it down and I never picked it up. Then I picked it up again because I was like, dude, everybody talks about this game. Like, I have to play it. They talk about how it's like one of the best games, but I just didn't like it. I didn't like the voice of the main character, how he was really scruff all the time. My name is Geralt of Rivia. Hey, Yennefer. And it was like so sexual, but I guess like that's just part of the game. But I kind of get turned off from like over sexualized women in video games because I just feel like every time I see like a girl with like big tits and a blowout ass in a fucking video game, I think about some dude sitting in a fucking office like adjusting his fucking glasses and going, yeah, bigger tits, yeah. And it just like kills the whole thing. It kills the whole thing.
That guy is me.
It's like, yeah, then I want her tits to come out like that, and I want him to touch it and say, hey, nice boobs. And he's like drawing it.
They need to show more man penis in games. Not enough of the boobs, you know. We want to see more man dick.
Dude, you should play that new Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It's all dicks, dude.
Oh, I'm gonna get it right now.
Apparently, I saw an article where it was like, we rate all the dicks in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. They rate them.
I think I saw that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I actually really liked the other Assassin's Creed before this one, so I kind of want to buy this one too.
I remember last year when this when the what is it? It's Assassin's Creed Origins came out.
Yeah, I really liked that
playing
one.
it on stream, and he like got up to a window of a building, and there were dudes fucking in it.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh my god, you guys look!" He was so excited.
I was walking around this town, and I heard some two men moaning. And I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" So I went around searching for like a good 20 minutes, and I found this tiny window you can peek in, and it's a guy like porking another guy from behind. I'm like,
hell yeah, dude!
Wow. I wonder if I'm the only one to find this.
That's great. That's at least they're representing, you know, the LGBT community.
That's what I said on stream. Yeah.
We need more of that, dude.
Pastime.
More of that. Yeah.
See, Cox is down with the lore. Cox Johnson says Yennefer is known for her beauty, though. It's lore, my dude. Triss is a thought, though. Fuck her. Triss is overrated. I don't know anything about these fucking people. I just know that it's a good story, and it's the one thing that made CD Projekt Red huge, which I'm glad. Like, I'm happy for them. I want them to be successful and all that, and I like that people love the story, but I just couldn't get into it, dude. I couldn't. Like, does he do magic? He does like some kind of magic shit with like runes. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I kind of felt the same way. I couldn't really get into it, but I think it's because I also was like playing WoW a lot, and I just felt like I was wasting my time by not like
Yeah, you could be doing mythics instead
or
of
like online
fucking.
stuff.
It's like, should I fuck a girl in a bathtub or mythic dungeons? Mythic dungeons. Yeah, and Cox says the author is a fucking jackass, though. Yeah, we've did some news on him last week, where he was like asking them for more money. Like, he sold them the rights, and then they made their money, and then he's like, you know what? You guys actually made a lot of money, and I feel like I got shafted, and I want more money now. So he asked them for $16 million, and he's suing them.
Like, what a shithead.
Yeah, and apparently in Poland they have a law where, like, if they feel like the contract was not fair, that you can sue them again and get more money out of it. It's not like America where it's like contract, that's it, it's over. Like, you signed it, it's done. So
That's whack.
yeah, it kind of sucks. 16 million is not easy to fucking give up, especially when you're making a AAA game like Cyberpunk. So people are worried that it's gonna affect the development of Cyberpunk. So yeah, that's it. The guy's a dick. The difference between that guy, Andrei Shaplaflavsky, or whatever the fuck his name is, dude, somewhere over here. Andrei Sukhmadiksky.
Ooh.
I don't know where it is. I saw it earlier. Whatever. Anyway, oh, here it is. Andrzej Sapkowski. Mike Wazowski. His name
I
is.
just want another Game of Thrones type show, so hopefully this will be.
That's
somewhat...
the other thing. I was excited about the fact that it's like a Game of Thrones type show. It's like fantasy stuff, and the fact that I don't know anything about the story, I actually like that idea of it. It's like they're I'm looking at it at the first time, so I don't have any like preconceived notion to be like upset. Like, oh my god, the horse is supposed to be green, not fucking. You know what I mean?
God damn it.
So that's it.
Hopefully, we get to see Henry Cavill in the bathtub.
Oh man, I can't.
We
got it.
They totally bathe at that time.
Yeah, we gotta get that. We gotta get that scene, dude. Yeah, apparently I read somewhere that there was more bathing in that game than any other game. Like, there was more bathtub scenes.
What
yeah, apparently, like, I think they had more bathtub scenes throughout the Witcher series than any other video game ever made.
At least they're staying clean.
Angel's like, he gets naked somehow. Who cares how I'm in? Me too, Angel. Henry Cavill's hot, dude. Let's switch our focus to Henry Cavill.
Hey, sister. I don't know where that came from. Sorry.
It's okay. Hell yeah. Here we go, dude. Oh my god. Are you kidding me, dude? Look at this guy. He's stacked. Look at the tits on him, dude.
Wow, those are nicer tits than my mom.
Dude, are you kidding me? He's got that hair. Look at the hair from the pelvis area, like the bottom of the stomach. Like, he has hair in all the places that are hot, dude. Look at this guy. Almost
I think
done.
he put Rogaine on those spots, He on his tits. Yeah.
All right.
I do that with my butt.
Anyway.
I love that you just shut him down immediately. No. Moving on.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, Henry Cavill, good for you. Next piece of news, last piece of news. Some Call of Duty fans aren't happy about emote peaking. Have you guys seen this shit happening?
Not at all.
No.
Not a clue.
I don't really play too much yet.
If I could find a video of it happening. Okay, so here's a perfect example. If I could fucking... What is this, dude? Call of Duty emote peaking. Let's see if we could find a perfect example of it.
Angel, buy it with
apparently they're gonna fix it, but here's a YouTube of it. Okay, so the idea behind it is it's a first-person game, but you can go into third-person mode if you emote peak. So like when you're on a bike and stuff, you're in third person. So if you go like behind a tree, and stuff like that, you can see behind the tree because you are in third person. So that's one thing. The other thing is like the actual emotes. So you see how he's doing an emote right there? You'll see it right now again. So he wants to see behind the tree, right? He can just do that emote peek and then peek like that.
So stupid. What the fuck?
Yeah, so it really ruins the game. So apparently they're gonna fix that. I don't know how they're gonna fix that or what they're gonna do. Maybe they lock the camera when you emote, but right now, as of now, it's ruining the game. A lot of people are saying. So just to reiterate for podcast listeners, you're in first person mode in the game. You go and you emote peek. It zooms out the camera into third person, and you can actually see around your surroundings and stuff like that. So, do you guys like this Call of Duty Black Ops?
I'm not sure yet. I've only played it solo so far, and I seem to like Fortnite more, like comparing the two, but it's still early.
Did you get to play it, Zilla?
No, I didn't even play the beta. I don't know. I'm just kind of out of the BR area now. I don't know. I tried Fortnite and I didn't really like it. PUBG was okay, and I tried Realm Royale also, and I don't know. It felt kind of like Fortnite without the building to me, so I was just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah, that's my take on it. Is I liked PUBG's mechanics, but I hate its optimization and all. I mean, I don't want to get into it, but I have a lot of gripes, and I thought Call of Duty was gonna like take me away from it. But once I played it, I realized what I really like about PUBG is like the realistic gunplay and the slow paced action, because there's more skill to it, I feel, than Black Ops. Black Ops is more like of a Call of Duty game. It's like, oh yeah, I don't like Call of Duty games. Why would I like a Call of Duty Battle Royale? I just realized it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you like Call of Duty games and like you grew up playing them and like, you know, you like the whole fast action sliding around and grapple hooks and stuff like that, then you'll love this game. But if you never liked a Call of Duty game and you always thought they were lame and only 12-year-old kids that say I want to fuck your mom play it, then you're probably not going to like the Battle Royale, if I'm honest. So, we'll see. I loved COD, but I hate the current sliding grappling shit. Yeah, man, I don't get that. Like, it's so weird. Like, the one thing that PUBG has, if you jump in the game, it slows you down. So you can't just jump around like an idiot. Fortnite, you can jump around and shoot shotguns. I fucking hate that.
I was trying to do that in Call of Duty because I'm used to Fortnite and I just got destroyed.
Yeah, I hate that about fucking any shooter game that has a mechanic where you can jump around and shoot. I hate it, dude. I hate that shit.
But I actually really like the grappling hook in Call of Duty. It's like the one thing I do really like a lot, but I understand. It's like,
look, am I Batman or am I shooting a fucking gun? All right? I haven't seen Navy SEALs grapple hook shit, or yeah, but no, I get it. It's just my own personal thing. So, I don't know. How do you feel about it, Zilla?
I think the mobility is kind of interesting, but I definitely feel like it doesn't have a huge place in a BR. I mean, I don't know. It just seems like a really unorthodox way of moving. I don't know that I would like it either, even if I haven't played it.
The other thing is it's $60, dude. Who has fucking...
I mean, yeah, it's a AAA game, so it's always going to be 60.
I paid for it with my WoW gold, so I didn't really lose any.
Damn, son, trading your WoW gold like a fucking Chinese farmer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just thinking, like, how the fuck did you do that? What the hell? And then I realized, like, it's through the fucking BNet launcher.
Yeah.
Straight up getting money.
I wonder what the next game that's going to be on the BNet launcher is going to be. They had Destiny, they have Call of Duty, now it's next.
Well, if you guys want to farm gold, Vesi is gonna help you guys. So see, Vesi said he'll help you.
Yeah, I can help make it rain on you.
That actually that's the one thing about like the beginning of PUBG and and Counter-Strike. I made so much money off Counter-Strike that I was able to buy other games. So I kind of get it. That's like the best thing about WoW right now is the gold actually gets you real money, dude.
Yeah, and now is the best time to be buying the tokens too with the gold, because they're half of the price that they were before Legion dropped.
Yeah.
because of the new mounts and stuff, like the 5 mil Stegosaurus mount or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I was really surprised. I thought it would have gone up like pretty quickly after the X-Pack dropped, but I checked the other day and they're still like 100K opposed to 200K.
Damn. Okay. That's actually crazy.
Yeah, right? I was really surprised that it stayed that way.
Okay. Well, that's it for the news. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. Good job,
Ding,
guys.
ding.
You guys did a great job. I wanted to say a big thank you to Zilla and Vesi for joining us. This is the first time we had 2 guests at once, and I got to tell you, it's hot, it's heavy, and I love it. I love everything about it. So I appreciate you guys coming on twice. This is your second time. You're now alumni. That's what you are.
Oh, yeah.
So you're
Thanks for
OGs.
having me, man.
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
Vesi, why don't you you got anything to plug, your stream or anything else?
Yeah, Chat Your Bait / Uncle Vessi next door. You can find me. No. No, just my Twitch.
Let's shout you out. Twitch.tv
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
/Vesi for our boy. You took out the lol, right? It's just Vesi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I finally was able to get it. Yeah.
Yeah, check out Uncle
Uncle-
Vesi. He's
Yeah.
reformed now. He only
Yeah.
touches himself.
It's a safe place for your kids and your pets. I won't touch either one of them. Okay.
Yeah. And is there anything that you want to plug, Zilla?
ball?
I guess just my Twitter. It's where I post my art stuff the most, I think. So Twitch, or not Twitch, holy shit. Twitter.com/Sakurazilla is me. I'm doing a little challenge for myself, trying to draw a Pokemon for every day of Inktober.
Oh,
I'm doing
nice.
a bunch of stuff.
You're doing a Pokemon a
coming
day?
up. Oh yeah.
I'm
really far behind, but I'm just trying to get more consistent and make myself do stuff. So that's kinda my
I
goal.
request that you draw Pokemon doing like cute things together, like having coffee together, or
Oh, that sounds so cute. I would love that.
farming together, or waiting at the bus, like Machamp and Diglett waiting at the bus stop.
Oh my god, do like a My Neighbor Totoro thing.
Can you paint me naked waiting at the bus stop
Yeah, paint me naked
Of course.
with my Pokeball thing?
with my Pokeballs out, dude. Oh man.
Oh, I should tattoo my nutsack like that. The Pokeball.
Yeah, that's exactly what you should do, Vesi. I'll pay for it. So let me know when you want to do it. Oh man.
See this.
So there you go.
Things happening, boys.
Sakura Zilla, right? That's what it is?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sakura Zilla, she's also on Instagram. Make sure you guys check out her art. She's done our logos. She's done emotes. She's just out there doing her thing. Strong, independent woman. Doesn't need no man in her life.
Oh, yeah.
You know? I mean, it's nice to have a man in your life, but you don't need it. Okay? So that's
She's got
it.
I
several.
was gonna say, even though there is, I would.
There is, but trust me, girl. If he was
He's
gone,
nice and tan.
God.
I would be just fine.
Yeah. Bessie, no.
Is he
He's nice and tan.
he's nice and brown?
He is Vietnamese,
He's a
but
nice little brown dude. I can't believe how calm my son is right now. He's just chilling
Have
with
that
me
effect.
right now. I don't know. He's just calm. It's funny. Maybe he likes the podcast. Anyway, for me, Wise and Sassy podcast I do with my wife. Make sure you guys tune into that. It's on iTunes, and so is this podcast. Both of them are on iTunes. Just search the names, and you guys will be able to find it. And my Twitch is kind of on a hiatus right now because, of this little guy in my arms right now. He demands attention, and when he wants attention, there's nothing I can do about it. So that's pretty much it. I just want to say thank you to you guys once again. Love you too, and I can't wait to see you guys again, all right?
Yeah, no problem. Thanks again, man.
Fun.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Have a wonderful day. We love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Point Click Podcast. Azar Salesman.
We pretend people care about our opinions. opinions.
They're just a couple of good guys, virtue signaling their life away.
It smelled like wet dog. We pretend people care about our opinions. We pretend people care about our opinions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Point Click Podcast. They're just a couple of good guys, virtue signaling their life away. So stay woke, stay fresh,